Hello and welcome back to Radiant Dawn 0% Growths. This is Chapter 4E2, the Black Knight fight, and I must say it is a very silly chapter. We really don't... there isn't really a whole lot, going on in this chapter. Ike needs to kill the Black Knight. Nothing else really matters. Our goals are don't die and get Scrimmer to SS Strike. He's pretty close. Getting him in there shouldn't be too difficult. Some things about the Ike versus Black Knight matchup. So obviously in 0% Growths, Ike does not match up particularly well. He also unfortunately is at his Biorhythm Nadir and is only going down into it, so he doesn't. There's no opportunity for him to swing back up out of it. Meanwhile, the Black Knight starts at normal and starts cresting upwards. So our hit rates are not great here. So I have prepared just so I don't have to do this over and over, because it's a lot of time to waste on just finding out whether all of my attacks land like I need them to. I have prepared a sequence of steps that based on a save state that has worked once, so hopefully it'll work again. To be honest, I don't entirely understand how Radiant Dawn's RNG works, especially with save states, so I'm not totally sure that it will work, and I'll probably make save states each time before Ike attacks just in case, but I think it should work. His hit rate starts out at 60-something and then just goes down from there. I think on the last attack it's 50-something. It's not great. In terms of the actual, attack defense numbers, you get these cover tiles. Black Knight starts on one, which means it doesn't really make sense to attack him turn one. Fortunately, he comes up and attacks Ike at melee range, which means we can use our trusty hammer to counterattack him and deal a lot more damage. If we had to use the Ragnall, we literally couldn't kill him, because he has Imbue, where he restores 18 HP per turn, and with the Ragnall, we only deal... Or even with the Irvan, which deals more damage, we only deal, I don't know, 9 damage or something. It's something, trivially, I don't know. I could actually run the numbers. So it's 48 against... Yeah, it's 8 damage, I think. Yeah, he's got 40 defense if he's not on a cover tile. So, yeah, it doesn't really work to use that. The hammer deals 39 damage by itself. So basically, the amount of damage we deal with the hammer is Ike's strength -1, because Black Knight has 40 defense with the Elondite equipped. So we're dealing 25 damage. I did look at giving Ike some stat boosters, and I did give him some stat boosters, but not necessarily what you might expect. So I have a couple of energy drops, but it turns out that 2 energy drops leaves Ike 1 damage short of being able to 2-turn this map. So Black Knight attacks. If Ike is dealing 29 damage instead of 25, then Black Knight attacks, takes 29, heals for 18 at the... Or sorry. Black Knight attacks Ike and takes 29. Then on that's on turn 1. Then on turn 2, we would attack him. He would take another 29 for 58, leaving him with 12 HP. And then at the start of enemy phase of turn 2, he would heal back up to 30, and then attack Ike and be down to 1 HP. So giving Ike a strength giving Ike an energy drop does not accomplish anything, unfortunately. But what we need to do is give him 2 Seraphobes, which is all the Seraphobes I had, plus 2 Draco Shields, which is... I had 3 of those, so he got 2 of them. So his defense went from 23 to 27. He has more defense with the Ragnall equipped, but we can't afford to equip the Ragnall because he doesn't do enough damage. And this allows Ike to survive 3 hits against the Black Knight. Without any one of those things, he would die on the 3rd hit. Whereas this allows him to attack on both... to attack on turn 2 without needing to heal. Because, Black Knight's going to attack him on turn 1. He's going to attack on turn 2. Black Knight's going to attack him on turn 2. That's 3 combats. He needs to be able to survive all 3 of those so that he can then kill him on turn 3. So that's the situation. It's just RNG whether we land all those hits like I said, I'm trying to use a save state for that. Everything down here is whatever. It like I didn't really do much planning. I just sort of like am putting units out and doing some stuff. It doesn't really matter what I do. It's a silly chapter, like I said. So I'm gonna start it. So the first thing we're gonna do is have Kanigas come down here and kill this guy with a short axe. He's a ranged dude that will not be enemy phased by Scrimmer, so I'm gonna get that out of the way. Nasala is gonna come over here. Nasala is supporting Scrimmer right now. Is that important? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest, but whatever. We'll take advantage of it. And Scrimmer is going to come over here and use Lagoo's Gem. I put Provoke on him instead of Wrath. We actually don't want Wrath. We want him to make as many individual attacks as he can to raise his strike rank. We do want the enemies to be attacking him. Then we're going to have Gifka come down here and use Lagoo's Gem. We're going to have Tibarn come... So basically, we're going to have Scrimmer fight the right side, and then the left side we're going to clear out with some... with our other units. And not even really because we like desperately need to or anything, but just because it's easier to think about it that way than to like worry about like the enemies coming near my squishy units in the back. Although I could have undeployed some of them, but I didn't bother. Anyway, so Nyla is going to come over here. And Renning is going to come over here. And we're going to chant for them. And then we're going to go kill some snipers. Gifka is going to kill this one here. And Nyla is going to kill that one. And Tibarn is going to kill that one. And then make his way back towards the middle. And Renning is going to rescue Raphael and then park on this cover tile here. And Ina is going to shift and take Raphael and drop him there. And Stefan and Shinon are going to flank Ina. And Oliver's going to get out of the way. And Kurth is going to come over here and do this. We could use a Lagoo Stone, but, like, who cares? Soth is going to get out of the way. Sanaki is going to get out of the way. And Ike is just going to wait for the Black Knight. Micaiah is not going to do anything. I think those are the only two we got left. Oh, and by the way, the Black Knight has like a 9% crit rate against Ike. He would have an 11%, but I did give Ike an Ashera Icon as well, which does increase his hit rate as well as his crit avoid. It doesn't affect his avoid because the Black Knight just has 100% hit against him every time, so it doesn't really matter. Fortunately, there's still like rather a lot of enemies with ranged weapons that Scrimmer is not going to hit, but oh well. And Scrimmer not getting put into resolve range, very helpful. Unfortunately, the Black Knight attacks last, which means we don't get to find out whether we need to restart until whole enemy phase finishes. Scrimmer not even getting into resolve range this enemy phase is kind of silly, but assuming nothing goes wrong, it should still be enough for him to get to SS Strike, and so long as we do that, none of the rest of it matters. Alright, so Ike did, in fact, hit there, so that's great. I'm gonna go ahead and save state this, and now have Ike attack. I suppose I should have paused a little bit longer there so you could see the battle preview, but I guess you can just pause the video. Anyway, alright, now we're gonna have Nasala kill this guy so that Scrimmer can run out, attack somebody, get chanted, and run back. So that means he's gonna come over here. Or, say come over here, he's going to stay where he is, and then he's going to come over here. Scrimmer is gonna come over and kill this guy. Tibarn is going to kill this guy. We're going to clear out these ranged enemies, who Scrimmer is not going to kill on enemy phase anyway. And Nyla is going to deal with this guy, who she actually can one round naturally, interestingly enough. You would think that, like, given that we were running into generals that she couldn't one round back in 4-4, that we wouldn't be running into ones that she could run one round in 4E2, but it's not the case. Running is going to try to set up a kill for Ina and succeed. Okay, well, that's... Like I said, I don't understand how Radiant Dawn's RNG works. And that right there is a prime example of that situation. So... hopefully this will just work out anyway. Hopefully. Because what happened the last time I tried to do this is running Activated Soul and just killed this guy. So, let's, well, let's have Raphael chant. I'm gonna do that anyway. I want to move, I guess I could just move Shinon. No, but I still need to, never mind. Yeah, what I want to do is set Earth up to kill this guy with the Ina buff. I think from here, Ina should be fine. So let's just do that. Yeah. We're, of course, you know, training the dragons, because that's very relevant. Okay, so hopefully Ike doesn't miss on enemy phase because of whatever changed. But in any case, Tibarn can kill this guy. And then go up here and sort of create a screen for the enemies that we're going to leave over here. Scrimmer is going to kill this warrior. That's going to put him in range of the Swordmaster reinforcements that came in at the bottom of the map. On the right side, Knigas is going to kill this guy. He has Daunt, which is one of the reasons I want him, like, kind of nearby, so that he can, like, daunt the enemies that are coming near Scrimmer and give him some more avoid, in case that matters. And then, whoops, that's not what we want to do. We're going to go this way, have Nasala take this guy out and be in support range. And then... Running is going to rescue Raphael and just stay put, and Shinon is going to take him, drop him back like that, And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Sonic is in attack range, so let's move her out of the way. And now, oh right, Gifka is going to come down here and kill this guy, who I don't think he would heal one of those enemies up there, but maybe he'll kill Leveil. He did last time. He activated Roar. And that's the end of things for this turn. Yeah, that guy, for whatever reason, not getting provoked. Oh, there's the Roar. Maybe that's a good sign. We get the Wishblade. Very relevant. Yeah, that happened too. I don't know why that guy ignores the provoke, but the other enemies should get provoked. And here comes Resolve range. I believe we're at the point where even if Scrimmer gets hit by all of these enemies, he is going to live, and he is also going to get his strike rank up. Hey, that guy missed. There it is. Yeah, he definitely would have lived. Okay, so long as Ike hits here, that's what matters. Okay, thank you, Ike. Alright, so now, because I'm silly, we're gonna have Kurth come over, kill this guy. We're gonna have Ina come over here. We're gonna have Renning attack this guy. We're gonna shove Raphael. Now look at this amazing value. Dragons are eventually gonna have even more skill capacity that they don't really need. It's gonna be great. Renning. Chip this guy again. Ina. Miss like a doofus. And Kurth gets another kill and another level. Very important. Alright, now that I'm done screwing around, I'm gonna save state again. And Ike is gonna hopefully finish this with his frickin' 56 to hit. There we go. Alright, good job, Ike. You managed to go 4 for 4 in your swings despite having hit rates ranging from like 65 to 56 or something like that. It wouldn't be 50. I guess it must have been 66 to 56. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it's a silly chapter. I mean, it's a silly chapter with growths too in like a different way. Like instead of it being unreliable like that, it's like super trivialized. If you have 36 strength, I believe it is on Ike. Yeah, because it's he needs to do 35 damage twice. If you have 36 strength on Ike and 34 speed, which is definitely doable, then you can like just like basically maybe you can't just press end turn depending on where your units are deployed, but like basically you can just press end turn, let the Black Knight kill himself on enemy phase of turn 1. Unfortunately, I meant to talk about this at the beginning. Unfortunately, you can't use Resolve here to allow Ike to double, or like maybe dodge something because the Black Knight has Nihil. I gave Ike Nihil because, of course, the Black Knight has Luna. There's not room enough for Ike to have like Nihil and Renewal. Say, I don't know that Renewal would allow him not to need like one of the Seraphobes or whatever anyway. But in any case, he doesn't have space for it. Like he only has 25 skill capacity after Ether, and Nihil takes 15. So there's not really anything useful at 10. I guess Vantage is 10, but like that again would get ignored. The only skills that would matter are ones that are out of combat skills, like Renewal is an out of combat skill. Anyway, so yeah, it's a silly chapter, but we're past it, and next time we'll have a much more exciting challenge in which we actually have options in how we approach it. When we take on the King of the Dragons, Diginsia. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for E3.